This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Let's talk about Jake Roberts. Meltzer would say, with the exception of Sean, it's Jake who gets the biggest crowd reaction. Fans are chanting DDT during the Rumble. Obviously, he's not the Jake of old here, but we know he's going to be around even later this year when the whole Austin 316 thing pops off that summer. Did you have high hopes for Jake coming out of the Rumble, just seeing the crowd reaction? Because that has to catch you off guard, right?
No, actually no, because I think that Jake Roberts was one of those iconic characters that the audience would love to see. So, coming out of that, this was the next year where we were looking at, hey, maybe we want to use Jake in the office and try to pick his brain and utilize him in that way.
One last thing. I know we've talked about Vader before. I think it's probably the start of when you and I started to take the show seriously. So go back and find it in the archives at somethingtowrestle.com. But the next night on Raw is where he attacks Gorilla Monsoon. Monsoon does the stretcher job. Vader is suspended. I think the story is in real life, Vader needed shoulder surgery, following an injury he had at that outdoor Bash at the Beach, match against Hulk Hogan. But it's reported at the time in the Observer that Vader had not yet signed his contract. That can't be real, right? You wouldn't put him on the Rumble and Raw without having him sign a contract.
I think we were there, as far as everybody agreeing on things. And sometimes, agents and lawyers and things of that nature can fuck shit up. I think that was all it was. I think talent was on board and just an agent and manager that, it wasn't something that was commonplace in the business at the time. A little more commonplace these days.
Since we're talking about hindsight, this is the era, this is the month where you guys start doing all the Huckster and Nacho Man, Billionaire Ted shit. If you had it to do over again, you think you would have done that?
I'd have done it stronger.
Recently, I saw when I was watching a Raw from this month, unbelievably, you closed the show with a Huckster, Nacho Man, Billionaire Ted press conference skit. That was the last thing on the show. Not a main event, not wrestling, actors pretending to be people on another channel. And once it was over, there was a nice little voiceover from Vince that said, this advertisement was refused by the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, but another advertisement will run this Wednesday in the New York Times financial section. And the gist was, it was like an artist rendering, almost like a courthouse sketch of Ted Turner. And he's asking people of Time Warner, hey, where's that $40 million loss on Turner's books? Beware, stockholders. Do you remember Vince taking out ads and papers going after Ted like that? That just shocked the hell out of me.
Well, it was a very, it was a very competitive time, and there were just a lot of things going on with the aggressive nature of them going after our talent and different things like that, different time, different place. And the company was in a completely different place. So you do everything that you can to survive at times.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.